This video is presented by Audiobooks Now. They offer a selection of over 320,000 digital audiobooks that can be downloaded and/or streamed. In the description of, and as the pinned comment for this video, is a special link from me, Ryan Holman, to a 30-day free trial of Audiobooks Now, and also to get 50% off of your first audiobook.
Matt Kenseth started to compete in the NASCAR Cup Series in 1998 and quickly became one of the top drivers in the series. He got his first win at the 2000 World 600, the year of his first full season. 2 years later, Kenseth won a season-best 5 races and then won the 2003 championship. From 2000 to 2017, Kenseth won 39 races. This included 4 crown jewel races. Additionally, he finished in the top 10 in the championship 13 times and made the playoffs a dozen times. Out of Kenseth's 18 seasons where he intended to compete full-time, he won in 14 of them. In 2017, Kenseth finished in the top 10 in 18 of 36 races, won at Phoenix, and finished 7th in the championship. However, Kenseth was not retained by his team, Joe Gibbs Racing. At the start of the following season, Kenseth was not driving for anybody, but that soon changed. Roush Fenway Racing, who Kenseth had driven for from 1998 to 2012, was struggling. This was especially the case with their number 6 entry driven by Trevor Bayne. In the first 11 races, Bayne failed to finish higher than 12th at Texas and retired from 3 races. 2 of the retirements were crashes. For the remainder of the season, Kenseth and Bayne would split the races in the entry. In all, Kenseth did 15 races in 2018. Kenseth did his first 5 events, 4 championship races in the Exhibition All-Star race, consecutively, and had 2 top 20 finishes, topped by a 13th place at Pocono. Additionally, he qualified on the pole position for the All-Star race, but finished 14th without leading any laps. For reference, Bayne had just 3 top 20 finishes in the first 11 races. Kenseth then did another stint of consecutive races, this time 4, where he finished in the top 20 3 times with a best finish of 15th at New Hampshire. Kenseth was improving the team's performance, but they were still not frequently running in the top 10. Kenseth's final stint of the season was assorted races, no more than 2 being consecutive, and was his most inconsistent, but also his most competitive. Out of the 7 races in this stint, Kenseth failed to finish on the lead lap in 4 of them. However, the other 3 were his best of the year. At the Brickyard 400, Kenseth led 5 laps, his only of the season, and won the second stage, before finishing in 12th place. At Phoenix, towards the end of the race, Kenseth improved his running position from being in the teens to the top 10. Ultimately, he finished 7th. At the next and final event, Homestead, something similar occurred. Late in the race, drivers ahead of Kenseth made pit stops and he moved up to 2nd. Then, with 20 laps remaining, Brad Keselowski and Daniel Suarez crashed, causing a caution period. Kenseth pitted during this time and finished the race in 6th. Although Kenseth improved Roush Fenway's performance in 2018, he did not return with the team or any other in 2019. However, the next year, Kenseth had another NASCAR return. Kyle Larson was driving for Chip Ganassi Racing and started off the season with 3 top 10 finishes out of the first 4 races. At this point, the season went on hiatus due to the coronavirus pandemic. During this period, Larson was fired after publicly using a racial slur, so Kenseth was hired to replace him. Kenseth started off his return well by finishing 10th in the return race for both himself and NASCAR at Darlington. Unfortunately, Kenseth only finished on the lead lap in 3 of the next 10 races and failed to finish higher than 11th at Pocono. At Indianapolis, Kenseth led for 12 laps, the most of any race for him that year, and moved into 2nd when leader Denny Hamlin crashed with 7 laps remaining. However, after the race went into overtime and restarted after the ensuing caution period, Kenseth was unable to get past Kevin Harvick. He finished 2nd. Kenseth failed to finish in the top 10 in the remaining 20 races. The best finish he had in this time was 14th 3 times. Additionally, Kenseth crashed out of 4 races. Furthermore, he finished on the lead lap just 9 times. Something that did not benefit Kenseth during his second return was that most races after the hiatus ended did not have practice or qualifying, meaning Kenseth's only time on track was the race itself. Once again, towards the end of the season, Kenseth's performance did improve, but not as much as in 2018. In the final 11 races, Kenseth finished in the top 27 times. Following the season, Kenseth retired from NASCAR. This time, it is seemingly permanent.